What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome to Week 8 of the SFL. This week we're going up against JP, coach of the Peniche Pangoros, soon to be the Peniche Primarinas for the NCPL Season 3, which is pretty hype. But regardless, it's been a while since I've built this team, so I'm a little nervous and not as comfortable with it as I'd like to be, but we should be good to go. We have a playoff spot clinched, and if we win the next two games, we have a chance at getting first place in the regular season, so that's pretty exciting. But regardless, JP is ready. We're hopefully ready. I'm a little sick, a little under the weather, but I'm gonna do my best. Didn't turn out so well the last time I was sick, but I'm gonna do what I can. Let's see what he brings. I accepted. Okay. Of course, he's gonna bring Psyblade, his Mega Gallade, Toxapex, Magnezone. Not surprised to see Toxapex or Magnezone, easily two of the best Mega Scizor counters in the game. Obviously, Magnezone can trap steel types. Toxapex takes nothing from attacks. Yeah, Mega Scizor probably would not have been super helpful here. I can see Xurkitree. Xurkitree is going to be really nice here. I am probably going to want to get up rocks relatively early. Now, JP likes to... I'm surprised no Roserade. So no hazard removal. Only hazard setter is Lycanroc. You know, Tapu Fini also does really well. I think I might lead Tapu Fini. Or do I just lead Xurkitree and Volt Switch? I actually like that a lot more. Let's do that. Because I just Volt Switch on literally anything. And depending on what it is, I can just do some heavy damage right off the bat. Okay, not surprised here. I can just Volt Switch into my Tapu Fini. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we outspeed this unless it's Scarf randomly. But he's probably just going to Stealth Rock here. We can Volt Switch into Tapu Fini, and then we can just Defog. Oh, do I not have Defog? I don't have Defog on my Tapu Fini. I don't have Defog on my Tapu Fini. That's right. I have it on my Flygon, which is totally fine. You can probably Defog, scare it out, bring in, I don't know, what else. Do we want to go into Tapu Fini here, or do we want to go into Flygon? How much do we do to Oricorio? I know we do a lot to, what's it called? Mega Gallade. It's Oricorio Fire, right? How much does Flygon's Outrage do? Or Dragon Claw, rather. At +1, it's got a good chance to KO. Obviously, this is an offensive Oricorio with no HP or defense investment. But that's not a bad situation. And we could just potentially put a huge dent in, actually, we could do a KO. I think the safe play here is just Tapu Fini, to be honest. Yeah, I do think that's the safer play. We could potentially win if we just Dragon Dance up with our Flygon, and he goes, let's see, Gallade, Mega. Ooh, I don't know. I'm tempted. Let's go with Flygon here, and we can Dragon Dance up, and from that point, I think we have a good chance of KOing most of his team, depending on investment and such. So we'll see. He might even go for Earthquake. Bulk up. That is so JP. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. To bulk up on a Xurkitree that runs Energy Ball most of the time right in front of you. So Earthquake is going to do like 5 million. Unless he's, let's see, if he's max defense, it's gonna KO. That said, I still don't know if he's gonna actually switch or not. How much could he do to us with a Stone Edge is the better question, because now that's what's scary. Honestly, not much at all. He doesn't have much priority. I think I'm gonna Dragon Dance here. I expect him to go for rocks. His Z crystal type is Ghost, and he typically runs that on Roserade. He might switch out. I doubt it. He's probably just going to go for some sort of attack. I think Stone Edge is his strongest attack. He just bulks up. Does he have priority on his team? Maybe Shadow Sneak, but if not, I think we could potentially just sweep his entire team right here. Yeah, if I get another attack boost, I don't know what item he is either. I'm thinking if we might want to get one more boost and then we pretty much sweep. Because I really don't think Adamant Life Orb at +2 would do what? Oh wait, that's a defense. Lol, I wasn't even going into attack. At +2 might KO. I'll just Earthquake here. Yeah, I'll just Earthquake and take this out. Oh, Sucker Punch. So there's the priority. That's fine. So we get 3 hits off with our Flygon. We get 3 hits off. Actually, I don't know what the exact percent is. We're at 93. Each Life Orb hit is going to be doing 30. So we get 4 hits off if he has no priority. The only other priority user on his team, I believe, is potentially Shadow Sneak from Mega Gallade. Oh, it's Air Balloon. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So he got some good chip damage off on this. What does he go for here? Does he have Hidden Power Ice? I mean, Magnezone doesn't take this Dragon Claw super well. It actually does. Pretty decently. Either Flash Cannons or HP Ices, I think. At least I know he's not going to get Hazards up, or at least Toxic Spikes with, or not Rocks at least, which is cool. I probably do want to keep this thing around. It does suck that he's Balloon. That's pretty annoying. He could HP Ice, he could Flash Cannon here. I'm just going to go Infernape. I think we take a Specs Flash Cannon, worst case scenario. Hardly a switch-in, but ooh, if he goes for Thunderbolt for like a really hard read and he Specs, it could KO us. I don't think he'll make that read though. I don't think he will, so I'm going to go Infernape here. Save Infernape so that he, as long as I have my ground immunity, he can't just like freely Thunderbolt and Volt Switch. So he Flash Cannons. And that looks to be Scarf damage. Yeah, Scarf Flash Cannon. That was a max roll. 30.8%. The most damage that Flash Cannon could have done. So max special attack, Timid, Magnezone. Now, do we want to get up our rocks here? Or do we just straight up close combat? I anticipate a Toxapex switch-in. I don't think Volt Switch would KO us. No, it won't. If he wants to try and get cheeky and Volt Switch. Thunderbolt won't even KO us. I'm gonna get my rocks. Because I think a dual stab fighting fire type in front of a Magnezone is gonna want to switch out. Okay. So here's the Toxapex. Now this is why we're running Earthquake. What kind of a Toxapex is this? It's max defense. This Earthquake might 2-hit KO. Probably not, which is crazy. That just goes to show you how bulky it is. Earthquake would probably 3-hit KO. He could just fire off a Scald here. What's pretty cool is I could maybe even go into my Tapu Fini here. I outspeed this and can taunt it, so it's forced to Scald me, and I can just Calm Mind up, which is pretty cool. I could go straight into my Xurkitree here, which would do a ton. Yeah, I don't want to let this get too weakened because this is my only Magnezone switch-in, really. But I don't really need health on Komida. I'm going to go straight into Komida here. Because we threaten like everything out with that. Baneful Bunker. Interesting. It's good to know at least. How much does Magnezone take from this? It does not like taking this. We actually have a chance to a KO after rocks, but more importantly, we could break that balloon, which is really cool. And there's no way he's gonna switch in. I'll probably just Volt Switch here. He shouldn't stay in. He might Baneful Bunker to scout what move I am, anticipating I'm Scarf. So I think that's what he's gonna do. But either way, he doesn't want to take this Volt Switch, and I can just go straight into Tapu Fini if he does stay in. But he doesn't know if I'm Specs or if I'm Scarf. Actually, no, he should know I'm Scarf from the damage on Lycanroc. If he's calcing. But we'll see. He really shouldn't stay in here. And choose your sack pretty much. Recall Toxapex is not going to like a Volt Switch even, depending on if it's physically defensive or if it's specially defensive. If he stays in, that tells me whether or not my Earthquake will 2-hit KO it with Infernape, and it also tells me, well, he might not even live this if he's physically defensive. So something could potentially be taking Rocks damage plus Volt Switch damage, which is really cool, and it'll get Switch priority. Some nice momentum, which is necessary for Hyper Offense. So let's see what he wants to do. He doesn't really have switch-ins at this point. I think my Gengar also is running Dazzling Gleam, so that's a thing. If he goes, he stays in. Why does he stay in? Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Regardless, he was willing to sack his Toxapex, which is the best counter to, well, potentially my Infernape. Potentially my Tapu Fini as well. Doesn't make sense to me, but we'll just go into our Tapu Fini here. And see what he wants to do. Is he gonna try and Toxic or Scald? That literally does... that's literally doing close to nothing. Okay, now I think we can Calm Mind up. Or he's gonna want to recover. I'm gonna taunt him. I don't know if he'll switch out exactly. Oh, he Baneful Bunkers. Why is he Baneful Bunker? I don't understand. I could have just Calm Minded there. Does he go straight into Magnezone here? I don't know. Scarf Magnezone, which admittedly might not even be powerful enough to do, or to take 2 Surfs. If I Calm Minded there, I could have just 2-hit KO'd Magnezone. I'm gonna Calm Mind. Or do I just Surf? Actually, I should just Surf here. I don't know how to predict him. I really don't know how to predict him. Because I can totally understand he's gonna be like, he knows that I'm taunting him, right? Or I could taunt him. So he might not even recover. I don't know. Huh? I'm not sure what he really means there, but I think I'll just Calm Mind. I don't think he'll go... Will he go hard into Magnezone? No, of course not. Sludge Bomb. Okay, that's not doing much damage though. He could be running Haze. I don't think he's running Haze given he has... He probably has Recover, Sludge Bomb, Scald, and something else. Baneful Bunker. Yeah. And we've got 2 more turns in Misty Terrain. How much damage are we doing to this Toxapex? Probably not a lot, but some. I'm gonna taunt him now, so that he can't recover. Yep, there we go. And I think we can start firing away some Moonblasts. Or do we Calm Mind up again? I'll Calm Mind. That way we take less than half from, from Magnezone's Thunderbolt, and I think we KO it with Surf after Rocks. What is scary is that this is our last turn of Misty Terrain, so he has a chance to poison us, and of course the crit. Of course. Of course, isn't that how it always works? At this point, Surf and Moonblast will do slightly more, so we'll go for Moonblast. That does a lot of damage, which is really nice. No poison, that's what I like to see. The taunt ends, which is annoying, but admittedly at this point we're doing 20%. We have a chance to KO him on this roll, so I'm going to go for it. We also have a chance to lower his special attack, which would be really nice because it'll help us heal up. Either way, we'll get leftovers at the end of his turn. Goes for Baneful Bunker. I should have seen that because he likes to recover up with like a little bit of HP. The question is, do I taunt him here or not? Do I taunt anticipating the recover, or do I Moonblast anticipating the... He should just switch out. He has Regenerator. I don't know why he's even staying in the first place, but... Do I taunt anticipating the recover, or do I Calm Mind anticipating the Baneful Bunker? Or not the Baneful Bunker. Or do I Moonblast anticipating the Sludge Bomb? I think I'm going to Calm Mind. That was not one of the options I gave. But I Calm Mind anyways, apparently. What? Okay, I guess that works. Is he gonna Sludge Bomb again? I feel like he'll Baneful Bunker, but I don't know why he would. If he does, it just gives me more HP. It's gonna be really annoying if he gets a poison or another crit with Sludge Bomb. That is 30%. Can we get a special attack drop, please? Of course, a crit. Of course! Isn't that how it always works? That's how it always works. I think he's gonna Baneful Bunker here. Try and get as much HP as he can. Maybe I'm lagging a little bit, and that's why my cancel didn't work the turn before. He doesn't Baneful Bunker. Sludge Bombs again, no poison, which is pretty cool at least. Hopefully we Moonblast here and, get a special attack drop. I think that would be fitting. Finally! Nice. Perfect. Okay. Now what? Now I Moonblast again. Who am I kidding? Now I Moonblast again. His Sludge Bombs are doing 7 to 8%. I feel like he'll Baneful Bunker here, but I really don't need to Calm Mind up anymore. At this point, Scarf Magnezone is going to outspeed me anyways and KO me, so I'll just Moonblast. If he ends up living this hit, that's totally fine, because I can just go into Circuitry and get a Beast Boost. Because now at this point, it's not like his Sludge... He might poison me. That's like the one thing that might happen. How much did Moonblast do? Oh, Surf would have been the better play, actually. Because I would hit Magnezone harder if he decided to hard switch into it, trying to save it, which he probably should have done. I feel like he's going to Baneful Bunker here. I'm going to Calm Mind. This shouldn't even be a battle. Of course, and then he Sludge Bombs. Or no, he recovers again. Okay, cool. At least at this point, I think I do enough damage to the point where I'd KO Magnezone if he tried to switch it in. And now his sludge bombs are going to be doing like 5%. If he hadn't crit me twice, I would be near full HP, which is just crazy. 6%, right? So now we really just keep clicking Moonblast. If he wants to stay in, I'm just going to be healing up, and I'll eventually... I'm almost in range where I think I take a Thunderbolt from Magnezone. And I'm almost in range where I'll take a Poison Jab from, what's it called? Mega Gallade. Sludge Bomb, no crit, no poison. Lovely. Are you going to Baneful Bunker? Or are you going to recover? Surprisingly. Are you going to switch out finally? Are you going to switch out finally? I think Surf is the play. He wants to go into Oricorio Fire. Oricorio Fire is not gonna... doesn't matter. Okay, finally, that thing died. Jeez, that should not have happened. That should not have happened. The play was definitely not to stay in with your Tox effects against my Calm Mind, Taunt, Tapu Fini, which clearly counters Tox effects. The only way you were breaking through me was with crits with Sludge Bomb, which we're only doing 40-45% at the most. So it was relatively lucky with the timing of those Sludge Bombs anyways to get me this low on HP. You've got to go into something like Mega Gallade to hit me with a Psycho Cut, I believe, if you want to actually KO me. Yeah, maybe Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt has a chance to KO me if you're max attack. Yep. That said, there is no way I'm going to let him set up with this. So I'm just going to Moonblast. If he wants to KO me, I think he always runs Psycho Cut too, which is a lower base power. He might have, what's it called? Yeah. So this might not even KO me. Of course he crits. Of course he crits. A max attack Jolly. Maybe he's adamant. Maybe he's adamant. That has a chance to KO me. Of course. Of course. Gotta love that. Alright, well, at this point I think Xurkitree can KO with Dazzling Gleam. Maybe not. Gengar can with Shadow Ball, if I recall correctly. Shadow Ball has a good chance to KO. He can't Drain Punch me to get recovery, so I could do that. He might be running Shadow Sneak, otherwise, and it'll be good to know. I might live a Shadow Sneak at full. He typically doesn't run it. He typically runs Bulk Up, Drain Punch, some Psycho Cut, and then some coverage move. But man, that would not have killed. That would not have killed. A max attack Jolly, which is probably what he is, which is what he's always run based on my scouting, would not have KO'd. The only reason he's even remotely in this is because of hacks so far. But it's okay. It's okay, we'll persevere through the hacks. And we'll just Shadow Ball here. Because I'm pretty sure it'll 2-hit KO Magnezone. It'll probably KO this. 1%. 1%. You've got to be kidding me. Ah, sometimes. But at this point, what we can do is we can go into Xurkitree. Yeah, we've got to go into Xurkitree here. Of course. Absolute minimum roll. Not absolute minimum. Really low roll. Now, I think we can just go for Thunderbolt here. Actually, what do I want to go into here? Well, the move I choose here determines what comes in afterwards. So if I go for Thunderbolt, he could go into his Comb-O and I think set up and potentially win, which is scary. How much is Xurkitree's Thunderbolt doing to Comb-O? At +1, it'll be fine, I think. Unless he's somewhat bulky. If I go for Dazzling Gleam... If I go for Dazzling Gleam, I don't really know what comes in. Magnezone? think T-Bolt is fine. I can't even believe. Lives with 1%, haxes through my Gengar, and what's it called? My Tapu Fini. But regardless, what's the best play here? Is it HP Ice even? He might fear Hidden Power Ground, and I believe +1 HP Ice will still do a lot. Tacoma and Oricorio. Nah, I think it's Thunderbolt. Actually, no, it's Dazzling Gleam. I can't let Como come in, take one hit, and then set up with a Dragon Dance. That would be no good. So I've got a Dazzling Gleam here. Or is it HP Ice? HP Ice is better. It'll do more to Oricorio if he wants to go into that. And it'll do more to Magnezone too. Oh man, give me that beast boost. He doesn't know what hidden power it is too. He doesn't know if it's hidden power ground or not. Oh man, I'm not telling you if I'm scarfed or not, you should know by now. Oh. Gotta persevere through the hacks. Persevere through the hacks. That is the plan. If what's it called? If he's Oricorio Fire, he's gonna take half from just coming in on rocks. So he goes into Magnezone. So he's risking this being hidden power ground. That's shocking. Here's the question. Does he go for hidden power ground? Does he volt switch? Does he flash cannon? What's Como's base speed? 85. What's Oricorio's base speed? It's 93. I know that, because I team built for this. Infernape. Oh wait, he's not Scarf? Why did I think he was Scarf before with my Tapu Fini? Okay, we could have taken this on with our Tapu Fini too. We would have beat this 1v1, because I put just enough speed to outspeed a Magnezone. At this point, Infernape wins, unless he's Scarf Como. With Earthquake, maybe? How much does Hidden Power do? Probably not a ton. Yeah, it's not doing a lot. If he goes for, what's it called, Flash Cannon on my Flygon, I can just go into Infernape and click Close Combat. He's Balloon. He's Balloon. So he's not locked into a move. Is he running Hidden Power Ground or Hidden Power Ice? I think I might even take one Hidden Power Ground. Because I want to get rid of this thing's Balloon. Yeah, and I don't really need HP on this anymore. I'm going to Hidden Power Ice here. And pop this thing's Balloon, get a little bit of damage. Which is nice. What's he gonna go for? Thunderbolt. That does not do a lot. Cool. Now the question is, does he try to predict me? Does he predict me going into Flygon? He's not really one for predicting, as we've seen so far. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go hard into Flygon. It's an obvious play, but based on how he's been playing, I don't think he'll make the play to go for Flash Cannon or Hidden Power Ice. So, here we go. And there we go. Now, do we Earthquake? Do we Earthquake what's in front of us? I'm pretty sure our base speed allows us to outspeed max speed Oricorio. So I'm pretty sure that's what I EV'd it for. 313, yeah, and we're at 315. So I outspeed and can KO Oricorio probably with a Dragon Claw at that point. Yes, I can. And I don't want to give that thing a Dragon Dance. Okay. I mean, you can say that if you want, but you can watch this video, and I was, there were a couple times where I went for a move and 20, 30 seconds later, but regardless, yeah, I'm just going to Earthquake. If he wants to go into something else, that's fine. If he goes into Oricorio, that doesn't take a Dragon Claw. If he goes into Como, we outspeed that, and it'll take Rocks plus an Earthquake plus Dragon Claw, and if you're not Scarf Como, you're going to lose to Scarf Circuitry or Infernape at this point, so I'll just Dragon Claw here. Yeah, and this should KO. Nice. Now the question is, are you Scarf anything? Are you Scarf Como? If not, you're going to take a Dragon Claw. And if not, that's GG. Because then Thunderbolt cleans up. Because you don't have Hidden Power Ground, apparently. So now we see, is it Scarf or not? I'm just going to Dragon Claw and hit this thing. Or do I Dragon Dance alongside it? Let me think real quick. If he's Dragon Dance. So if he's Scarf and Earthquake, he can't really go for that right now. Is he Dragon Dance? If he Dragon Dances and has Earthquake, Dragon Claw, does Dragon Claw KO this? Probably not, because Flygon's pretty weak. After Rocks, maybe. Then the question is, does Saionji take one? That is not what I want to be looking up. So what is the absolute best play here? Let's see here. Max attack. We'll give it a Life Orb. That is the nature, so we'll make it adamant. And we'll give it a Life Orb at +1. Do we live in Earthquake? We do, actually. That's how defensive we are. Unless he crits, of course. And at this point... So... I can't allow him to Dragon Dance up. Maybe. Actually, no, there's no way you get more powerful than this. Do I just Dragon Claw here? Or do I Dragon Dance? The point of Dragon Dancing alongside him would be if he Dragon Dances up too, then I knock him out with Dragon Claw, and that's GG. And if I Dragon Claw... And if I Dragon Claw and he Dragon Dances and has Earthquake, he needs to crit my Drapion to win. But if I Dragon Dance here, and he does not Dragon Dance and KOs me, I click Dazzling Gleam with my Magneton. Not my Magneton, Komida. And see how much that does to Magnezone. 23%, so it would probably 2-hit KO after Rocks again, I believe. No, it wouldn't. But if he goes in Magnezone and to take a Dazzling Gleam, then I can sack Infernape. Yeah, Dragon Dance is the play. It seems stupid at first, but it's the play. Because I think his only way of winning now is Dragon Dancing up. So it might seem like a weird play, but believe me, it's what makes the most sense. Okay, so from this information, I know that he is not Scarf because I Dragon Dance first. So now I can safely go into Komida here, and I can click Dazzling Gleam, and it's going to knock it out because he's locked into Outrage. And then he goes into Magnezone, and I know that I outspeed that with Infernape, so this should be good game. And I also don't know if he can even 2-hit KO me with, we'll probably 2-hit KO him with a +1 Dazzling Gleam before he knocks us out with his Magnezone anyways. So that should be GG. because I think I even live a hidden power ground at this point too. And based on the calc from before, we should 2-hit KO here. It's close, but either way, it's fine. We click Dazzling Gleam again. And yeah, both of my remaining mons will take him out. So, GG JP. There was definitely some hacks involved that made this game a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. But but GG indeed. And with that, we are going to be moving on to the final week. The final week where we go up against Sam, who is the only remaining undefeated team. And is looking to be the best team in there. He's got Ash Greninja. It's really scary. And if we beat him, and he loses this week to Noah, we could actually become first place overall in the league. So that's something to look forward to. That's something we're going to be fighting for. And it's what I'm going to be prepping for. It's going to be a really exciting one. Please be sure to check that out. I'm excited for it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next battle next week for the SFL. But until then, this is Movement Night Zero, and this mission is complete.